Good morning, everybody. It's All Hallows Eve, and it's Beltane around the world. So lots of stuff happening. So, how is everybody today? You know the drill. It's Friday Live with me. So today we'll be discussing some of the other realms today, plus with the solar plex. So we'll get in there. Chuck in the chat what you would like me to work on in the group treatment, which is going to be happening in about 15 minutes. As you can see, I'm outside. I am on the highest point in Auckland. It's called Point View Reserve, and some of you guys know that place here. And so I've got basically 360 view of Auckland, and we're in the middle of the bush. So I thought because it's Beltane, we need to be outside, close to nature. So here we are, highest point in the bush, as much as I can get to. Okay, so, and I've got bare feet on today, so we're really good and going for all the grounding and stuff. And as you can see, the sun's coming in and out, and it's very bright and very glary for me, so I do apologize if I'm squinting because I can hardly see the screen. But anyway, so getting on with Instagram, of course. Technology, they are so slow. I wish they would talk to each other. Okay, so if you are on Instagram, welcome to a Friday Live. But can you do me a favor, please, and jump onto the YouTube channel, which I am going to put in the chat very soon. And I can find my mouse somewhere on the screen. There it is. See if I can get it in there. And it's not going to work. So if you are on Instagram, or if you are on any other channels that I'm live on and I cannot hear you or see your chat, please jump onto my YouTube channel, and I'm putting the link in Instagram right now so I can see Karen is on Instagram. Morena Karen from Tauranga in New Zealand. There is my YouTube link on the Instagram. So back to you guys on the main screen, the main feed. How are you? Morena Angel from the UK. God, US. I've got UK. I've been talking to somebody from the UK all morning. Okay, so Kim Stuff from Wellington. Good morning, and I have included Nana Muri into our session today for your boys. That's who she's just passed over. So as you can see, it's really glary here. I can't see what's going on. So I have included her in our session today. So good morning, Nana, to Nana Marie, and also the boys Antonia, Marcus, Oliver, and Toby also included in today's session. Okay, so we've been working with that all week. Caroline, good morning, and to you, all the way from Auckland. Another teenagers at the moment. Stressful times here in New Zealand. A lot of them are under stress with exams. A lot of them are changing sports, going from winter to summer sports. And at that time of the year, we see a lot of injuries as the bodies are adjusting to the new sport. So, yes, we've got some pulled injuries in there from hockey. If you're playing Hockey Masters in New Zealand, there's an international tournament. Good luck to everybody out there. Exciting times. So hopefully I'll see you around the fields watching the games. What else is in there? Good morning, Pauline from Taupo, New Zealand. Good morning, Pauline. Sorry, got the A's all going on. Okay, so good morning, Pauline from Taupo, the big lake down there. So very spiritual place down in Taupo. So I hope you guys are having fun. So let's get into it. I'm going to talk about Beltane. I'm going to talk about All Hallows Eve because we can, because it is here. We had Halloween last night, so no kidding. We handed out lollies to probably 1,000 kids. It was absolutely amazing. Gridlocked everywhere. It was magic. It's all about bringing the magic back into life. It's all about getting everybody hyped up, and we had lots of fun with that, scaring kids, and but also having great fun as well. So if you're in the US, you've got Halloween tonight, or Halloween starting now, actually 5 o'clock. So the little ones will be out there. Just bring the magic in, okay? It's all about bringing the magic to me. It's all about waking them up and bringing the magic back into life, okay? Bringing the creativity and getting them dressed up into all sorts of things. We had all sorts. We had all sorts going on last night. So enjoy it. It's a fun time. The kids are laughing and enjoying things. So it really bring the magic into it. With Beltane, we're here in New Zealand. We have Beltane, which is normally the 1st of May in the Northern Hemisphere. Beltane to us is change of season. So it coincides with Diwali as well. So it's all about the light, the fire. So we're going to go through that as well. So let me get me started and talking all about that. Where is my screen's gone to? I can't find my mouse. It's so glary. Here we go. So getting into the real rich stuff. Beltane. Okay, as we process through from summer to winter up in the northern, and from winter here to summer Okay, as you see, it's summer here. I'm about to take my jacket off. It's hot, cold, hot, cold. We go through different stages in our seasons. Okay, so we have Beltane and All Hallows Eves, or Shamhal. I probably spelled that, pronounced it wrong. I'm used to pronouncing things. If you haven't worked that already, I cannot pronounce anything. Okay, so but that's me. Okay, and remind us of the connections of the cycle of nature, renewal, and the unseen worlds. Okay, so very at the moment. In the northern hemisphere, you've got All Hallows Eve happening, so your veil is quite thin. So it's a great time to celebrate those who have passed on and stuff like that. So these ancient traditions or celebrations are also echoed in deep internal processes that one aligns with strong with the energy of the solar plex. So our centering solar plex chakra, okay, it's the center of personal power, will, and transformation. Let us explore what happens with all this as we connect with that energy. So I'm going to work on the solar plex today as we go through and discover what else is going on. So Beltane, okay, so Beltane to us is the fire of renewal. So it's a time to celebrate normally the 1st of May in the northern hemisphere, the 1st of November in the southern. It's honoring fertility, passion, and the budding life that's bubbling flow of life that bubbles through us, okay, the spring of life. Fire is a prominent symbol of the Beltane rituals, okay, so we're doing in New Zealand here, and in the UK, it's the same time as we have Guy Fawkes, okay, so bonfires get lit. It just all these little things all come at the same time, and it's because of the ancient traditions, and we've screwed them over time. Okay, so we have a lot of bonfires here. We have Guy Fawkes here in New Zealand at the same time as we have Diwali, the light festival of the Indian culture. At the same time with Beltane, which is more of the pagan celebration or the natural celebration. Okay, it all happens around the same time. Isn't it amazing how all these different cultures around the globe practice similar celebrations all at the same time in the year? So it's very, very exciting here, especially in New Zealand. We're so multicultural. The subdivision this is where I used to live, this goes off for fireworks. It's like in a war zone. No kidding, the animals are so scared. It's like in a war zone, and I can vouch for that. It's absolutely crazy with Diwali going off as well. Okay, so back to Beltane, because this is all what I'm doing this weekend. It encourages us to embrace the fullness of life, joy, and passion. Okay, it's getting back to our roots. Okay, the solar plex, which is located in our central body. Okay, it's above the navel. If you don't know, it's above the navel, and basically the base of our breastbone, where all the ribs all come together. Okay, it's about there. It's all about the organs across there. So across there, we've got like the liver, we've got the stomach, we've got the spleen. So it's a really important line, and also the Daimai, which is an extraordinary meridian. Here goes the sun. I won't be able to read anything. So that's all across in the same line. So if you guys don't know what chakra is, it's a vortex of energy, and it's a vortex of energy spinning out the front of us, but also spinning out the back. Okay, so in the central one, which is the solar plex, it's all about centering our energy or expanding our energy from within. Okay, so as we focus on this chakra and Beltane, we're stoking the internal fires. Now, if you know the Phoenix Force, how that flame comes up, well, we do the same with the solar plex, just expanding it, unwinding it, opening it up. Okay. So a simple solar plex ritual for Beltane is to consider lighting a candle. Okay. Okay, it's a visual of light. So a lot of candles, especially with the Diwali, we have a lot of candling, including a fire. So we do with Beltane, we light fires. And then letting it grow brighter and stronger. Okay, meditate on your goals, setting intentions on what you wish to achieve, and visualize yourself overcoming obstacles with courage and strength. So that solar plex is all about strength and courage. Okay, so we want to get that nice and open. All Hallows Eve, which is Shamhal, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, embrace shadow and transformation. Okay, so we're talking about spirits that are passing on, and we've got a Nana here in today, which I've invited her to our treatment today, who has just passed on this week. So her energy is still around the boys, still around the family. So it's a great time to celebrate her life as we transition over. And I do that when we have a passing of a soul. It's not about grieving on it. Our family, particularly our family, we celebrate their life, and it should be like that. It's just a transition from one life to the next. So it's all about celebrating what they've achieved, and then moving on to the new stage in their soul life. Okay, so it's all exciting. part of the process, and you actually get to see what happens in their life, what they've done in their life in the last sort of 80, 100 years. It's pretty amazing what has been achieved in that sense. Right, so getting back into it, this time is seen as a thinning of the veil. If you didn't know, All Hallows Eve or Halloween is all about the thinning of the veil between the physical and the spiritual realms, honoring the ancestors and the departed loved ones. Like I know in Mexico they do a lot as well. It's a season of introspection, release, and preparing for the cooler, quieter months of the Northern Hemisphere. The energy of the solar plexus in this part plays a role, and represents the power to act and create, okay, the courage to face our fears. So when somebody passes, you've got grief, you've got fears, what's going to happen? So it's about facing those, and fear can create change, okay? So fear is a great emotion to work with. Chantelle invites us to connect with our shadow side, confront aspects of ourselves that we usually keep hidden. Okay, so we're working on that at the moment in our wisdom group classes. What's our shadow at the moment? What's causing us? And is it related to this timeline, or is it related to something that happened in the past? So just working on that as well. And into our deeper personal, and from that there's a learning. Okay, when you work on shadow stuff like fear and anger, there's always a learning there. The energy's got a learning for you, so it's all about transformation. Okay, so keeping the solar plexus nice and strong is going to help with that transformation. Okay, so what you can do over in the northern hemisphere, so actual Halloween, light a candle, again, very easy, reflecting the past year, acknowledging both achievements and the areas of growth. Okay, so imagine the solar plexus as a sphere of warmth and growing light. So the color of the solar plexus is actually yellow. Okay, so it's all about expanding that and helping you to face those fears with courage and strength. Okay, breaking old patterns and limitations. Okay, what's holding you back? Okay, so sink into that feeling, what's holding you back? Think of these experiences as lessons. We always do. Any negative energy has a lesson for us, so focus on that. What's it trying to teach us? And then allow it to transform. Okay. So here's some affirmations, and I'll check this is on the blog, so I can chuck that up later on. I am strong, capable, and confident. Very simple. I am strong, capable, and confident. I honor my inner fire and let it fuel my dreams. Okay. I release what no longer serves me and embrace my true self. These are all affirmations for the solar plex. Okay, so in aligning these ancient rituals, which have been around for thousands of years, and our inner energy centers, we can find a balance between our external and internal worlds, guiding us through cycles of life, growth, and transformation. We are in the middle of the transformation and seasons. As you honor Beltane or All Hallows Eve and the energy of your solar plex, we're going to walk around with renewed confidence, clarity, and inner power. Okay, so that's all about what's happening around the world today or this weekend in particular. So that is that. So back to you guys on the main page. We're going to go into our cards soon. I put 2 cards. What are we up to? Oh, we're running out of time. Okay, cards. So 2 cards today. I'm going to quickly flick them up for you if I can. I can't see my mouse. The joys of working outside, I tell you. Oh, and glary screen. There we go. You don't know what I can see. It is hardly anything. All right, so the first one that I drew, I was like, what is it with the Beltane? I had the Irish card pack out, the Celtic, which is Beltane's quite Celtic, so we're doing a Celtic sort of retreat this weekend. The Crone. Who is Crone? Look at that. The Crone is the fairy godmother. Yeah, so if you're getting dressed up tonight, something to consider. It's all about wisdom, future, and truth. Okay, she has she has a little message. Okay, so I'm not going to read it all because basically we're running out of time. I want to get to the group treatment. Okay, so basically, as I read it through earlier, it is all about representing the Crone represents the future. Okay, she's the older of the 3. There's three fates, which is the maiden or the mother, the Crone, the maiden, the mother, and the Crone. So the past, present, and the future. So the Crone is the future. Okay, nothing is set in stone. All can change depending on what your decisions you make in the present. So this is all about change. Okay, it's going through things. Really think about what you want your future to look like and sit with it. And the Crone fairy, or the fairy Crone, is to see what. Hang on. really think about what you want your future to look like and sit with the fairy crone to see what needs to go to make room for it. Okay, so see what needs to go to that. So releasing stuff so you can make room for the new. Okay, now she's quite stubborn apparently, so don't piss her off, is another word. Okay, don't be fooled by the parent. She may be small and she may be old and hobbling around with the use of her staff, but turn your back on her in one instant she flutters into a blink of an eye. So really yeah, concentrate on her and remember she's the future, so making sure you release the old and respect that energy when you encounter with her. Okay, so that's the crone, the fairy godmother. Don't annoy her, in other words. Okay, moving on to our next screen. Oh, where's my mouse gone? There it is. You know, white on white and the glare is really hard. Next one is, because it's Halloween and because, and no kidding, this card come out. These cards are amazing, by the way. If you ever do oracle cards, they just, like talking to your soul, they just know when to push out things. Where is that one gone to? Let me just find it again. There she is. Where's it gone to? Lost my mouse. The joys of sunlight. Got to have it though. Good for yes, got it. All right. There we go. Right, this one. Hope you can see that. Trick or treat, and no kidding. I was packing. This is from the Gothic set. I love the set. This set looks scary and it's black and it's red and it looks really scary, but it has amazing messages in it, especially for teenagers. Okay, love doing this pack with teenagers. And this card's all about choice. Okay, so if you look at it, small dragon, a candle. So this is all about what you do in the present will have an effect on what happens later in the date. Can you see how the correlation of the two cards? And no kidding, I pulled these cards out. I didn't pick them. They flew out of the pack at me. Being conscious of how your actions can influence your life and the life of others, even in the distant future, is part of the call. This card's core message. Okay, so trick or treat. Okay, it's all about choice. Okay, so remember what your choices are today affects the future. So with that and the fairy godmother, awesome cards to get out for today. I couldn't believe it when they popped out. I was like, yay. All right, so that's those. Back onto our treatments. I've been running out of time today. It's like one of those days today. It's been hectic for the last 2 days. All right, so here we go. Back onto you guys, onto your feed. Hi, Claire, all the way from East Tamaki. I can probably point to her where she is. Maria, hello from Auckland. Hello, 100 years from now from Canada. Well, welcome aboard. Oh my God, Carolyn, I'm so late. Yes, she is. She's 15:15. No, Carolyn, we're just getting into the treatment now. She jumps on earlier and puts all the messages up earlier with all her teens. I'm going to add in everybody now. So let's go through everybody. Anyone putting stuff on the list, I'm going to read through it now and tune in. We have got a couple of teenagers with injuries, and now I'm going to put my son in there as well. He hasn't got an injury, but he phoned me today. You know when you get your kids they phone you, his energy didn't sound right. So I'm right, putting him into my session. So he said, "Yep, Mum, can you put me in?" I'm like, "Sure." Okay, teenagers talking to me. Yes, I will do that. Okay, so just tuning into all these teenagers that I know that have got injuries. So we've got May, we've got Violet, putting in Hunter, and we've got the 4 family. They've already been part of this session already with their grandmother dying as well. So lots of teenagers on board today. That's cool. Anybody else? I have got nice Hunter. Yeah. Yes, Hunter is my son. So that's from Caroline. Also, I've got in here, I have got somebody with Kim with low energy. Okay, solar plex energy, small intestine. It is your small intestine. Cool. Myself and my daughter. Yes, Maria, myself, my daughter, Yasmin and Sophia. Okay, so just tuning into Maria. And I'm just going to choose through the list. I've got Angel. Just tuning into Angel. Yes, we need a big boost today by the sounds of things. We've got Pauline and Taupo tuning in. Kim in Wellington. Caroline from Auckland. I probably can point to her too. Claire tuning in. Maria tuning in. And Igor's got, he's in East Tamaki here. It was probably all the pollen from this bush flooding to you guys over at work. Okay, there we go. All right, tuning in. I'm just going to boost everybody now. So I'm just going to do some basic chi. Victoria, who's not Victoria, you confuse me every time, Rebecca, with that name. Okay, adding you in as well. All right, from Australia. Awesome. Welcome aboard. Okay, here we go. Nice boost of just Pangu, guys. If you guys know Pangu, you'll feel this energy. It's just straight chi. Saying the passcode as we go. So taking kindness and believingness as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason, treat with courtesy, act with emotion, and accomplish results. So just boosting everybody with chi. Now I'm focusing on the solar plex chakra, okay? So just allowing it to go in there, our center, just lighting that up with a yellow light, okay? Because that's the color of the solar plex and the color of strength and courage. Okay, so willpower, all those organs across there, that color. I'm getting really hot. I'm going to have to take my jacket off soon. Whew. Hot, cold, hot, cold. All right. I'm just going to concentrate on that chakra as well. And I'm caught on our whole tam in my golden hands. So we had lots of, yeah, here we go. Here comes the energy in. All right. Coming up my legs from the ground. I'm on the highest point in Auckland, if I said before. So this is a very spiritual area, I find. Very energizing. And the energy is coming up my legs, through my hands to you guys. And we're working on the solar plex. And I'm closing my eyes because it is really bright here, guys. It's really, really bright. And I'm just about to strip off, I think. It's really hot. Right, energy coming in from source, solar energy, solar plex. I'm going to put energy from the back, which is our wool, and I'm just going to open up that back chakra. So unwinding that, opening it up. Allowing that energy of willpower, strength, and courage to go in. Bit of clearing going on. And the front as well. So forward and direction. Making that choice of changes of what's going to happen in the future. Remember, we're in a transformational cycle of nature and of spiritual realms. Say hi to your ancestors as they pop in. Okay. Yeah, we've got lots of energy coming on. Woo! All right. Alarm on the car went off. The alarm of the car went off once the energy started. Yes, I have that effect actually. Talking about that, I've got to add my son's ute into the mix. He seems to be having problems. You know that, you guys. You can work on cars and parts with the Blu-ray. So I'm going to actually do that. Let's just check the Blu-ray and ask them to come forward. Just boosting. Boost. No, we want to break it up. So I'm going to just say the shushing sound on the soul. Just we're just going to work on the solar plex chakra. I'm going to break the energy up that no longer needs to be there with the shushing sound. Here we go. Shh, 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 shh. So thinking of these vehicles as well. So I've got Maria in her car and I've got my son's ute. Shh, 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 shh. Shh, 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 shh. So allow things just to drop to ground, guys. Allow the energy to fall if you no longer need it. Okay, great time to release it old. Shh, 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 shh. Shh, 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 shh. Some other energies coming through. If you can see things or hear things behind me, just let me know. I love it. The feedback. Oh, Kara's back on the Gold Coast. Yay! We've been following her. Her amazing trip in Egypt has been mind-blowing. So, yay! 100 years from now, my Subaru is healed. Yes, I'll tell you, if you want to learn the Blu-ray is great on vehicles. Ask Keith about it. You know, if Keith's online, ask him what he does about his car with Blu-ray. Very interesting. Okay, let's just charge that up with Blu-ray as well. So we've broken things up in the solar plex area. Okay, reminder that along that area we have the spleen, shocks and trauma, the stomach, nurturing. We've got the gallbladder, frustration, and we've got the anger. And don't forget the pancreas, the sweetness of life. Okay, all across that whole line there where that solar plex chakra is. So we're boosting that. We're going to boost all those organs as well. And then we've also got the extraordinary meridian, which goes around the waist. Okay. Ooh, my thing keeps moving because of the wind. That's the daimai. Okay, so that's an area. It's with a diaphragm as well. So we hold a lot of energy in that diaphragm. Remember, it's a tendon. So we want to just relax it down so the lungs relax, they stretch out again. And at the same time, when we're releasing that energy from the lower abdomen, which is pulling up, expanding, we want to release that. So saying that, if you are on the toilet this afternoon, it's just completely normal to these treatments, okay? Letting go, okay? Just charging with Blu-ray and whatever else is coming through. Letting it go through. What have we got now? You guys are chatting online, which is great. We've got some good chatters. I feel strong, very strong on my palms, and the alarm went off again. Yeah, that's Maria. Okay, put in the chat how you're going, how you're feeling. Actually, I've just got a focus of the back. I'm just going to come down the spine points right in that mid thoracic lower area. I'm just going to come down 5, 6, 7, putting that in the mix. So thoracic 7, 8, 9, 10, putting that in the mix. 11 and 11, that's strong. Okay, so putting on my little magic clipboard. And 12. And L1. Okay, so that link is strong as well. So putting those in and charging those areas up. So you might feel it in your spine as they charge up. It's really bright here. So sorry guys, I'm closing my eyes. It's like sun streaming on me and the glare is absolutely amazing. How are we going? All right, what else there needs to do? That solar plex. We've finished with the solar plex. Yes, we have. Thank you. What else? 5 elements. Cranials. Spine. Okay, the spine's got some energy in the spine that we need to do. Is there something in particular? I'm just going to go down through the spine really quickly. C1, C2. T3. I can tell you what these are, guys. If I can get my book out, just flying away in the wind. T3. The lung. Told you. Did I tell you the lung was there? Okay, the lung needs pulling down. Talking about the lung, grief. We have, and I always say, well, every week there's always something coming out, which there is. Next week, we are doing a wisdom teaching on the grief. So Angel and myself and Jashikta will be in the room doing it on grief. So if you would like to know more about grief and what it's going to teach us, that's happening next weekend. Okay, so that's happening a Friday night in America, Saturday afternoon in New Zealand. If you want to know more, jump on the website. I'm just working on that lung or that T3 as we focus on that. So it's the lung and the lymphatic system. Ooh, yes, Caroline. Ooh, it's going to be interesting because I've never heard Jashikta talk about grief very much. So, yeah, so it'll be really good. Welcome these guys who've just run around the tracks. Woo! Yeah, brilliant office. So these guys going behind me have just rung the tracks here. This has got over 200 stairs in it. Well done, boys. So they've just done a hard workout here, which is great. Love this playground. All right, so just working on that lung issue. Lymphatics. The lymphatic system's all over the body, okay? So just allow it to drain. Oh, we've got some movement happening. There we go. All right, just letting it go, flowing through. Just thinking of your boys, Kim, they just come to mind as well. Okay, we've got a whole family with somebody's just passed. Well, Maria's just passed. I don't know somebody. I know who it is. Okay, there we go. And great for everybody here. You know, what have you gone through in the last year? Okay, just let it go. Get ready for change. Get ready for the new. Get ready for the future. Okay, sink into it. What do you want to achieve in the next 12 months? Let go what you don't want to hold on to. Really, really important. Even though I know it's really hard. And that's coming to our session today. Woo. Hey, put in the chat how you're feeling, what you're feeling, what else needs working on. I've got a couple more minutes before I have to jump off and find a new location to do some wisdom with Jashikta. So I feel everybody. I'm just going to give a final boost of chi. There you go, Angels. Put in the chat next weekend's event on grief and wisdom. Okay, check on there. It's an amazing. You will get the recording. If you cannot be there, you will get the recording, and then probably 48 hours after, once I process all the video. Last time it went on for nearly 3 hours. So 3 hours. It's cost of $10 US. Caroline, yes, light language coming in. I love Caroline's new light language. It's so cool. Nancy, acid reflux. Got my tongue tied today. Okay, so that's stomach area, Nancy. It's been what we've been working on. I'm just going to tune into Nancy because it's a horrible feeling. I'm just going to calm that down. It's when the stomach is coming up, the sphinx is letting the acid arise back up the esophagus. Whoever came up with all these medical terms and names, they're quite tongue twisters. I got you there. And Caroline's adding to the mix with light language. Awesome, Caroline. Her mama light, I call it. She's got a really grandmother. She's got a crone, actually, got a crone energy to her with her light language. It's quite, yeah, it's quite amazing. So if you ever hear her and her tongues go, it's an amazing language, amazing energy to it. It's a grandmother crone energy to it. Well, that's what I feel anyway. Everyone's different, as you can imagine. All right, so next weekend, don't forget, log in, $10 US, which is about $17 New Zealand. It will be, it's at least, well, we say an hour and a half, but we always go over, just always goes over. So that's going to be on grief, and I'm going to be really super, super, super excited about that. Yeah, Kara knows. Kara could probably tell us what that light language says. All right. Just boosting everybody. One last time with Blu-ray. Pangu. No, the Pangu want to come through. Okay, here we go. Take kindness and believeness as basis. Take frankness and friendliness to heart. Speak with reason. Treat with courtesy. Act with emotion and accomplish results. Okay, have a wonderful week, everyone. Light a candle for those who have passed over, or for those who are going to Beltane. It's all about the fire festival. Have an amazing Diwali. Have an amazing Beltane. Have an amazing All Hallows Eve. Enjoy it with family and friends. Really, really important to celebrate those who have passed over. So make sure you do that with a candle. And food. Share lots of food. It's all about food as well, exchanging. And flowers, the growth of flowers in spring. So yeah, wonderful. Okay, everyone have a great, great weekend. I want to hear all about it next week, what you did for Beltane, All Hallows Eve, or whatever else. It's such a magical time of the year. Make sure you make the most of it and enjoy it with family and friends. Okay, see you later.